What is up, everyone? And thank you for checking out Don't Say the F Word. We are a pro wrestling and combat sports podcast. We do not use the F word when we talk about professional wrestling. You shouldn't let your friends use it either. It's Thursday morning. It's the morning after report. Talking about AEW Dynamite last night. Sunday, this coming Sunday, 6:20 p.m., me and Joe will dig in a little bit deeper into the week of pro wrestling and talk a little bit more about Dynamite. But I got my cup of coffee, got my rare breed coffee right here, got the punk stock going on. I got my licorice.com, got that Australian black licorice. If you go to licorice.com, use the promo code FWORD15, you can save yourself 15% and you can get somebody a nice Valentine's Day gift. Me and my wife call Valentine's Day. It's our dog's birthday, so you can get someone a gift for our dog's birthday if that's what you want to do. But we just want to touch on a few of the key things from Dynamite last night. Swerve Strickland, Hangman Adam Page started off the show with, these guys put together a great match every time. I don't know what everybody else's opinion is on Hangman and Swerve, but I feel like they're this generation's Rock and Austin. I hope they are attached at the hip forever. I really do. The matches they put together are great. Very physically intense. They really just beat the hell out of each other. And to have that open the show last night was fantastic. There was a stipulation that could have been the last time we've seen those guys face off against each other, and I'm glad they went with the time limit draw to keep them being able to continue this feud for eternity. I think we are slowly seeing Hangman Page become a heel. I think the mustache really sets it off. But they're working them into the triple threat for the main event of the upcoming Revolution pay-per-view. Fantastic. It gives a easy out to keep that title on Joe, if that's the route we're going. Or it gives a way for one of these guys to become your AEW World Champion without beating the other and beating Samoa Joe. I really, that match, even though a time limit draw, was an absolute A+ match. It gives us an opportunity to go even further. Joe, you're giving me a thumbs down. Shouldn't you be working? That's why I'm alone. I thought you were working. How are you against that? Gotcha. So that means you're not paying attention. You're not going to know what the hell you're doing. Understand? Oh, and you're hopping in?
Yeah, I'm hopping in.
Yeah. I thought you were too busy.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, look at you. Look at you.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm just watching some videos.
Hey, how's my audio? Is my audio better?
We good.
I got some new headphones, so hopefully audio's a bit better. So you didn't like that match?
I don't like the stipulation of triple threats.
You got to have it though, man. You can't have one of these guys being a definitive winner, and Joe can sneakily make his way through it. It lets us keep Hangman and Swerve going.
I know, but it's just gonna be Hangman. It's just gonna be Samoa Joe winning again, keeping the belt, because them two just gonna fight. Yeah, you gotta think about it. The only way it's gonna happen is Swerve and Adam gonna go at it the most, and not even Joe. Joe probably just gonna stand back in the background and let them two fight.
And I think that's a great strategy for this feud, right?
Yeah, it is, but I feel better about the triple threat. But hey, that's just me.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how else you do it. Like we can't let Swerve and Hangman have a feud that ever ends. These guys should be joined at the hip for the rest of their careers. And maybe we have them randomly tag team for a little bit too, and then you can go full heel Hangman. But I don't know. I just thought it was good. I thought it was good shit.
Nah, I would do it like this. I would do it like it be Revolution next pay-per-view. Yeah, Revolution. Okay.
Revolution.
I'll make it like Hangman Adam Page be the first match of the card, and then the winner moves on at the end of the night to face Joe in the main event. That's what I would do.
Man, I don't know. I see your point. I do. I just feel like keeping a way that keep Hangman and Swerve joined at the hip for this could be the best feud they could run for the first half of 2024 in AEW, and it could really be something that if they keep letting these guys cook, this could be a really good feud to base 2024 in AEW off of. My opinion.
I'm not even mad. Yeah, I'm not even mad about it. It's still. I would want that to be the last match, not the opening match though. Oh, last night.
Yeah. We had the trios match last night. Blackpool Combat Club, CMLL, Luchadors.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, it was okay. It was okay.
Like, and I'm not anti the CMLL guys coming into AEW. I don't really get this feud, I guess. Maybe that's just a me not paying 100% attention when it comes on, but like I just don't get it.
Oh, it's just a way to get the promotions together so you can say like, hey, it's not all about AEW and TNA. They can work outside or like even New Japan. They can work with all the wrestling organizations except for WWE. That's all it is.
Well, my only hope is that they find a way to book Flip Gordon in AEW out of CMLL. That's just me. I don't know. I mean, I thought the match was okay, but it's just standard Blackpool Combat Club versus some luchadors that do high flying. So I don't know. It wasn't bad. I mean, I don't know. I'd probably give that match a solid B, maybe B minus. I don't know. I haven't finished my grading yet for the episode, nor do I know that I will, to be honest. But I didn't think it was terrible.
It was. I give it a C.
Jericho is still feuding with Don Callis' family.
I knew that about to come.
Do you want to give an opinion? Because I really don't.
I'm just gonna say this.
I can't say something positive, so I would rather not say something.
Okay, I'll be the positive person.
Thank you.
This feud is going to end when he gets every single member of the Callis, and when he gets Don Callis, the very last person, bam, it's done. It's a wrap. You got to get to the last person. So until then, you'll see this lovely feud go on because they're trying to build up a long ass story.
Bro, how long has this thing been going? I feel like this feud's been going on for a year. With no end in sight. There's no end in sight.
I'm just saying that. I'm just saying in general. Don Callis that hasn't probably wrestled in 30,
40 years, maybe? I don't know.
Okay, ECW when he did that little promotion and he got knocked out. We'll say that. So about 25 plus years at the most. So he ain't like used to be. So I'm just saying in general that they just gonna wait it out, do what they gotta do, and just fight. And that's probably gonna be Revolution. Jericho, Don Callis, Revolution, and then bam, that's it. Over with. It's a wrap. Revolution. That's it.
So I think back to like some of our favorite one person versus a faction. I think back to Stone Cold Steve Austin versus the Hart Foundation. I think back to that promo where Stone Cold said, the Hart Foundation's a snake, and to kill a snake, you got to chop off its head, but I'm going to start at the ass, and I'm going to start with Brian Pillman.
There you go.
How do you rank the Don Callis family? So I guess Don Callis is clearly the head of the snake that is the Don Callis family. Where do you stack everybody else? Because I can't even figure out what order it is Jericho's feuding with people.
Okay.
it doesn't make sense because nothing about the Don Callis family matters.
Who's all in Don Callis again?
Hmm?
Who's all in Don Callis group again?
See, exactly. Who all is in Don Callis family? That tells you how important this faction is in AEW.
Oh.
It's Takeshita. It's Will Hobbs. We have shit, man. The dude who's friends with Will Ospreay.
Okay, I need something about, yeah.
His name escapes me at the moment, so I probably need to get some more of this rare breed coffee in me. Is what I need to do.
Yeah.
Not caffeinated enough to process that. I can't remember his name. Kyle something.
Yeah. All right.
And I think that's it because Sammy left. Sammy's no longer part of that, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So I would say the two, you can't pronounce the name wrong, right? We'll start with them as the ass, then Powerhouse, then Don. There you
go. So we've literally drawn out this feud for Jericho to feud with three guys to get to Don Callis, and this shit's been going on for at least 6 months, right? Or has it just felt like 6 months?
It started like, wait, no. JS broke up. Yeah, about summertime.
This has been going on for a long time. And I get it. Kenny got hurt, and that was supposed to be a part of it. For what reason, I don't fully comprehend. I get it that Don turned on everybody, but who cares? Just let Jericho put over Will Hobbs, and let's move forward.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to grade Jericho and Takeshita. I'll let you give that a grade. I mean, I have nothing against the match. The match was fine. I just don't get the story, so that's on you.
It's a good C.
All right, so we'll give that a C. I'm not going to... do you want to dig into Tony Khan's big announcement, or do we want to save that for Sunday? That'll be your... You want to talk about it?
Get out the way, Don. It was the dumbest thing in the world. Just get out the way.
So,
the dumbest thing in the world. I'm
okay with the promoter promoting. Nothing against it. The venue kind of ruined the announcement by putting it out ahead of time. But what kind of big announcement could Tony Khan ever make that you would personally feel like this is a big announcement? Is there anything?
I would say if they did the invasion in WWE, if they were to say, hey, we're coming to WrestleMania and we're going to take all your boys out. That would be my guess, because they're going to be in Philly that same weekend. They're going to be literally like, what?
Are they?
20? They're like Friday night. They right there Friday night.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Friday night. They literally like what, 20, 45 minutes away?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why they had it like on Friday, SmackDown versus, was it Rampage?
Yeah.
No.
Well, Rampage is 2 hours after, so I don't really. That's not really head to head.
The live
on the
show
East Coast, man, who's watching wrestling from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m.?
No, but
on Friday.
Did a lot. No, Collision is going to be on Friday that night with SmackDown.
Oh, they moved Collision off WrestleMania night. That's smart.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's definitely smart to do.
Literally gonna be like right there.
Yeah, don't try and counter promote WrestleMania, because you're counter programming the granddaddy of them all. Like, no one's tuning into Collision Saturday night.
Yeah, so
not gonna happen.
That's why they having it Friday. So that's what I say it is. They will go up into WrestleMania, take out everybody.
They're never gonna work out that partnership. I don't think. I mean, unless something happens in WWE and they remove Hunter from the equation, which I don't think is outside of the world of possibilities at this stage of the game, I don't see a working working relationship between AEW and WWE in the near future.
Look at this.
I could be surprised. I mean, I've been wrong about shit, but I don't see how we get there.
What Triple H said in the press conference. He doesn't believe in this forbidden door. The door is always open.
Yeah, he does seem open to do business. I mean, we had TNA wrestlers in the Rumble. We have Scott D'Amore no longer in power at TNA, that's probably a conversation for Sunday in the Weekend Wrestling, but
I'm still trying to figure out
that's a shocker.
I'm still trying to figure out why. That's why.
I have a theory. Make sure we talk about it on Sunday. I have a theory on it, but anyway. Now we can move on to the main event of Dynamite last night. Big Bill and Ricky Starks versus Sting and Darby Allin. Before we talk about this match, I just want to put this out there about this being a huge missed opportunity from AEW between Collision and Dynamite. One of those shows, they should have done Dustin Rhodes versus Ricky Starks. They should have done Cody's brother against the cheap knockoff of The Rock. And that's not that sounds like I'm burying Ricky Starks, and I'm not. But let's face it, Ricky Starks' character it's The Rock. He's cosplaying The Rock. So they should have had Dustin Rhodes beat Ricky Starks for no reason at all. Just throw the match out there. Shit would have been fun.
Well, you heard him. He said he wasn't even trying to rip off The Rock. He just, what did he say? He said he just started doing little pose in the ring, and then people started saying.
I don't think it was an intentional him cosplaying The Rock. I think he was a Rock fan growing up. He wanted to get into wrestling. He had people who he idolized, and he instantly started mimicking those people. I look at LA Knight, and I think that's the same thing with him. I look at any of us who grew up fans of pro wrestling or combat sports. There's always, whenever you move in, if you're able to move into the thing that you grew up a fan of, you're probably going to take pieces of everyone you idolized growing up and implement it. When I was fighting, I wrist rolled like Vanderlei Silva.
I see that.
It's just a thing I did. Vanderlei did it. I did it. Dan Henderson had that big loopy overhand right. I would spend hours training how to throw that punch because I wanted to have an H-bomb like Hendo. I think Ricky Starks became his own version of The Rock. It's not a knock on the guy. It's just what the character is. And they should have had Dustin Rhodes beat his ass. It would have been great. Ricky could have came out wearing the silk shirts like The Rock did, and Dustin Rhodes just could have beat him up. I would have laughed.
Right. I ain't gonna argue with that. That's not bad, but it could have. It's probably gonna happen tomorrow night. Nope, Saturday night. My bad. Tomorrow, Saturday night.
So Big Bill, Ricky Starks versus Sting and Darby Allin. Just in general, what did you think of the match?
You could tell Sting was old. It was getting to him. You could tell.
Really? You wasn't feeling Sting's performance, man? I thought you consider his age. I thought Stinger did good.
It was just the pin. He just didn't put no effort into it. He just grabbed him and then did the 1, 2, 3. That was it. The pin.
He took the crazy balcony bump.
I know, but you just knew he was going to win. You just knew they was going to win to be his last match. You just knew right about that one, man.
I kind of thought they would figure out a way to get a title on Sting before it was over. And I definitely thought we were looking at the avenue to put titles back on the Young Bucks. Whenever they said that the Bucks were going to be Sting's last opponents, I thought, well, maybe they'll try and transition the belts around to get them onto the Bucks. I don't think I was expecting that ending, though. What did you think of the Young Bucks beating down Sting and Darby Allin? Coming out all white suits, getting covered in blood. Matt Cardona did that first in his match with Nick Gage, but the white suits covered in Darby's blood, a nice touch for the ending of Dynamite.
Yeah.
What did you think? Were you a fan of that?
I said They just doing like a little bit more little copy with the pot with the confetti just flying in the air, and then boom, just attack. They could have did it before the confetti went off. But, hey, but
So
I say it was a good way to end the show, saying that hey, at the next pay per view, your last final match is against us. It's probably gonna be for the belt. I'd be surprised if they Sting and Darby probably gonna win. That means Darby gonna have to like put the belts up on relinquish the belts, and they're gonna do a little tournament for the belt.
I think Sting and Darby lose those belts to the Young Bucks. I like the ending of Dynamite. However, I think that beatdown, as I said a couple weeks ago on our Sunday show, Swerve Strickland should have been the guy to do that. Swerve Strickland should have done that beatdown on Sting after his final match. And I say that especially now that they did the angle with somebody beating down Sting now. So clearly, Tony Khan's watching our show. So shout out Tony Khan or whoever it is who works for you who checks us out. I appreciate you seeing my idea and tweaking it and using it as your own. Right? That's awesome. But imagine that exact same scene from last night on Dynamite, but instead of it being the Young Bucks, it was just Swerve Strickland wearing a white suit, beating down Sting, and being covered in Sting's blood after his retirement.
I got one thing to say. I got to be the negative Nancy right here with this part. The white with a black man ain't gonna work out. Sorry, it ain't gonna work out. Sorry, it couldn't be Swerve. Sorry.
You don't think so?
No.
Swerve, he could have wore a white fur coat. Swerve looks dope in fur.
Yeah,
he could have wore a white fur coat and got that thing covered in Sting's blood. Swerve Strickland standing over Sting on Sting's retirement, covered in his blood on a white suit. It would have been an image that would have kept Swerve a heel until the end of time. The Young Bucks can't be heels forever. They're going to have to go back to being baby faces eventually. Swerve doesn't have to, man. I think we're moving there. I think we're going to get a double turn. Swerve's going to become the baby face. Hangman's going to become the heel.
If you look at I think Swerve already becoming a baby face because if you look at the entrance with his little cartoon graphic,
but
then his group,
he's got all those things going now as the heel. You could just go harder in the paint and just make him a dastardly ass heel instead of doing the turn to babyface. You could have had him be the guy beating down Sting. Now that ship has already sailed and we're not going to get that, now I think moving Swerve to babyface, doing the double turn, heel Hangman Page with his mustache, I think we're solid.
Swerve, it wouldn't work out with Swerve in a white fur coat, anything. It wouldn't work out. Nah.
It would have been glorious. You would have loved it.
Nah, you got to think about it. Like
they just got to give me the pencil for a week, man. I can put together some shit for them.
Speaking as a black person that know this very well, white ain't going to work. He going to get all dirty, sweaty, and all that. It's going to mess up all together, so it wouldn't work out.
Dog, I'm not saying Swerve's got to be decked out in white the entire evening and sit around in catering wearing the white suit. I'm just saying he need to have it on to beat the shit out of Sting.
I'm just saying it wouldn't fit his character if he came out in all white. It wouldn't do it. He got to stick with the black. The black and brown. He got to stick with that coming out because
I get it. You give him the dark colors. It gives him more mood of the heel. But man, I don't know. I think it would have worked out fine. I mean, it didn't have to be Swerve in the white suit covered in Sting's blood. Just Swerve beat the shit out of Sting covered in Sting's blood would have worked no matter what color his gear was. It should have been Swerve's spot to keep Swerve being the most. Have him rob us of Sting's retirement would have been fantastic. But what we got, I still think was great. I think that I'm going to throw. I would give the main event match a B. I would give everything that happened after the main event match an absolute A.
I'm just going to say this. I think the Young Bucks are having a good time not wrestling right now. Like they just doing more business wise and just sitting back and relaxing. And
They're great heels. They're guys who have very punchable faces, so they do it very well.
yeah. So I'm just gonna say Young Bucks. Which one? I know one of them said that they plan on retiring before they hit what 45, something like that.
That's what they had said before. I don't buy it. They're going to do a WWE run.
I don't know. They got
Maybe a very short run, but they're going to do a WWE run.
Nah, I think they all even said they don't like the schedule. They like what they got right now. It's flexible. They don't want to travel.
But they want to face the Usos at least once.
That's if the Usos get back together. I don't know if they're gonna get back together or not.
In time. Not this year, but in time. They'll come back together.
I'll say they'll come back together. Let's just say Jay gets jumped by Imperial and Jimmy wants to save him. That's when they
I could see that, or I could see Bloodline Civil War eventually brings the Usos back together. Tonight, before we get out of here now, WrestleMania press conference.
7.
Yep. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. Maybe we can do live reactions to it. I don't know. What is your prediction? Do they make Roman Reigns versus The Rock at this press conference,
No.
or do they? Or is there going to be a change in the narrative, and are we going back to Cody telling his story? Because they haven't announced what the hell the main event is of WrestleMania yet.
I know what they're gonna announce. First thing they're gonna announce is how WrestleMania is now officially gonna start at 7 p.m. on both nights instead of 8. Thank you, Jesus. Next, they're gonna say tomorrow night, Friday, SmackDown. They're gonna figure out who Roman faces, and then, Cody. Who Cody chooses. So if Cody chooses to fight Roman at the Chamber, let's just say he picks the Chamber, bam. That would mean that, hey, the Chamber match is going to be probably a Raw exclusive match. So they find out who will face Seth at Mania. And then, bam, that's how you set up The Rock versus Roman at Mania.
And then, are you going to have Cody? What are you going to do with Cody?
Simple. Let's just say Cody.
Triple threat?
Let's just say Cody almost wins the belt at the Chamber match facing Roman. And then you got the little disqualification from Solo or somebody jumping in, Solo or Jimmy. Then, you know, since Triple H is now in charge, you hear his music come out. He comes out and says, enough is enough, triple threat, Mania. There you go.
Okay. Not a bad prediction. I'm going to say Solo Sikoa attacks The Rock at the press conference, injures The Rock. Rock can't do Mania. Cody Rock Mania. Still leaves the avenue to bring The Rock in for something, make him special enforcer or something. He just can't wrestle. I don't know. I feel like we've been getting worked on the whole idea that it was going to be The Rock, and it's not going to be The Rock. I think it's
still going to be a Rock.
Going to be Cody versus Roman. And then I still think you have Rock special enforcer, and The Rock turns on Cody and costs Cody that victory.
So that's like the Miz versus Cena at WrestleMania.
No. It's like Triple H versus The Rock and Shawn Michaels special guest referee on SmackDown.
If you remember, they restarted the match with the Miz and Cena, and The Rock came out with the special enforcer and then cost John Cena the match.
Yeah, my throwbacks to the 90s. It was a better time.
Yeah, okay.
All right, well, that's it for the morning after show, guys. We appreciate everybody stopping in. If you didn't catch us live on Instagram, thank you for checking us out, Spotify, YouTube, Rumble, wherever you may have found us. Big thank you, licorice.com. Promo code FWORD15. Save you 15%. Get those Valentine's Day gifts, Joe. You can always get me something for Valentine's Day, but it'd be all right.
I would, but the white sister killed me. Sorry.
No, she wouldn't mind if you bought me something. She understands.
Okay.
You can buy her something too. They have plenty of candy options that are allergen safe. They have all the ingredients are right there on the bottom of their containers, letting you know what's in them. So if you have any food allergies, you can find out exactly what's in there. So you can get the sample pack, take a look, see who can eat what. If you have a household with people with some food allergies, that's it, guys. Thank you for checking us out, Joe. Get back to your training, and see everybody tonight. WWE WrestleMania press conference. We'll see what's going on. We're out.
Already out.